Welcome to the TRoot.com Classic, a Grand Slam here in Kansas City, Kansas. We have our first quarterfinal match of the day. This is our number 2 ranked player on tour, Samantha Salas Solis from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, versus Nancy Enriquez from Chihuahua, Mexico. I'm TJ Bumbaugh, Commissioner of the LPRT. I'm joined here with Dr. Tim Baghurst. Thank you for joining us, Tim.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's the big day, right? This is where a lot of it really counts. Maybe some easier matches for some of these higher seeds yesterday. Now it becomes really difficult. This is going to be a grind today, a battle. You're watching Enriquez serving, Salas receiving. And it's Enriquez who started the brighter, 3-0 up. Salas had a little difficulty yesterday getting settled in her singles match against Acosta. She lost the first, and Susie Acosta was playing brilliantly, but Salas just seemed a little out of sorts, and I wondered if it was just having had a bye in that first match. It was her first opportunity to be on these courts. So we'll see if she settles quickly in this match. So far, though, good start for the supposed underdog in Enriquez.
Nancy's had a good tournament so far. I think yesterday in the match with Susie Acosta, this course play a little bit slow to me, and I think Susie's drive serve was just on so good that sometimes she does it. She really can serve with the best and the top players. So she was able to give Salas a real fit yesterday in that first game. Enriquez serving.
It's a great serve. One of the interesting things about Nancy Enriquez in her serve, look where she stands. Most people, you'd say 95% of people, stand against the line to serve. She doesn't. She takes a little bit off the line, about 6 inches away from that short serve line to take her serve.
And a lot of people would have a foot fault from that, but she doesn't take a very big step.
Well, we know Salas for her power. We know her for her forehand. And you saw there running around to the left side, she puts it down. And it's an all or nothing shot on that side, because if she doesn't, she's very much out of position. And she paid the price a couple times yesterday. Sticking out her racket, trying to poke it into the left corner. Not that time, side out 4-1. It's that forehand again, TJ. It's just such a lethal weapon for her.
Yeah, and I noticed Samantha lining up on that last serve, right in that drive serve spot that she's had so much success with over the past few tournaments. Right here, pushing the drive serve line, so she can go down the right side at cross court like she just did. Came up a little bit short, but she's got a lot of very deceiving serves from that same spot. She can hit a Z serve over here to the right side. Right there's the Z. She does a good job of disguising her serves from that spot.
Yeah, referees always have to watch these lines that run parallel to the sidewall. If Salas is drive serving, her racket nor any part of her body can cross that line when she serves, and she gets really close to it. If she's, I should say, if she's drive serving to the right side. Crisp backhand from Enriquez.
4-3.
This is one of those matches, TJ, where I feel Enriquez, she's come back on tour. She's been on tour for the last couple of years. This is where she needs to make that breakthrough to establish herself in that top 3-4 category. She has to win these matches.
That's the exciting thing about the LPRT right now. There are 6-7 players who could be top 3 players.
Agreed.
It's a battle. I mean, the talent is just so great in women's professional racquetball right now.
Some free points give Enriquez a 6-3 lead.
6-3.
Good serve, unreturned to the front wall. Salas, so consistent. Really her only nemesis the last several years has been Paola Longoria. Consistently the number 2, apart from the injuries to her shoulder that put her out for a little while. You know, it's these moments where Enriquez says, I've got to change the tone. I've got to change history and forget what's happened in the past. Forget that I haven't beaten Salas for a very long time. This is my moment.
4-6.
Salas, one of the most powerful hitters on tour.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say Nancy has such a powerful game. She's a very good shooter.
No, she is. And I think with Nancy, she's strategically astute. You know, she regularly hits the right shot. It doesn't always a kill shot. It's not always blowing past people like Salas can do. But she's a clever player. She's intelligent, and there's a good example. Not going for too much. And that's just too good from Salas. A backhand that time. Don't say that too often, but Enriquez did the right thing, put Salas deep. Salas just hit a great shot that time. Enriquez wants 2 bounces. It wasn't. She kept her composure, put that ball down.
6-4.
A reminder, it's the best of 5. First to 11, win by 2. Saw some 5-gamers yesterday.
We did. We had an exciting draw yesterday, even starting with the round of 32s yesterday morning, 9 a.m. Some 5-game matches. Cheryl Lotz and Aaron Rivera went, 11-9, 5th game, maybe 12-10, 5th game. Something
That was a long match.
It was a long match. I know, because I reffed it.
Yeah, and I reffed another one and was done. You had started, and I went and reffed and came back, and you're in game 4.
Right. Looks like players called a timeout here. We'll take a little break. We'll be back here live at the teamroot.com Classic in just a moment.
Salas took the timeout. She's back in. And earns a 3-shot rally point.
5-6.
Salas often comes out, takes a timeout, gets on her phone. She knows her coach, Yanko Renteria, is always watching, providing some advice.
It's the age of technology and how great it is for players to be able to do that. The players already have a lot of expenses traveling to these events, and to not have to pay for a coach to come and the coach can stay home and watch online. I mean, what a convenience for these players.
Nice hands, Enriquez. One of the things I mentioned yesterday in the doubles, myself and Freddie Ramirez, Enriquez jumps. She jumps to get out of the way, and it allows her to stay in the middle. A lot of players will move out of the way. They don't jump, but now they're out of position, and you saw the advantage of that. She stayed in the middle. It gave her the opportunity.
We have some good jumpers. Cheryl Lotz, I mean, I think she gets a lot of air when she jumps. Paola Longoria gets a lot of air. We do have some jumpers. But you're right, keeping that center court position is crucial.
Thanks to everybody watching. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. We're here all day with plenty of matches for you at this TeamRoot.com Classic.
I appreciate you joining us here in Kansas, the last event of the 2018-2019 LPRT season. Players will get a little break from the LPRT. They've got the Pan Am Games this summer in July, and then the LPRT will start up again in late August. That was an excellent serve. I'm surprised Samantha was able to get there.
5-6.
Well, that's unlucky. You saw Enriquez not happy with the outcome. The ball hit the crack of the door and the wall in the back glass and went sideways instead of back out. It's just an unfortunate bounce, and it requires you to just say, you know what, these things happen, let's just move on. If you let it get to you, you may lose 1 or 2 points after.
It is. The LPRT does not play court hinders. However, we have a tiny microphone inside of the court, so if the ball would happen to hit that, then it would be a replay. It goes to the how important your footwork is in the court. I mean, staying on your toes, being able to adjust to the ball. When something like that happens.
Great coverage by Salas. Enriquez had the opportunity. Little too high. Salas athletic, got across the court.
Salas moves very powerfully. She's very strong, I mean, CrossFit training outside of the court. Just a strong player, so strong legs. She just moves very, very powerfully on that first step especially.
Ooh. Frustration from Enriquez. She had opportunities, just a little too high, allowing Salas to stay in it. You know, one thing I do like, we're going to get a timeout, Enriquez. One thing I do like from Salas is she took that shot. A lot of players would hold up and beg for the avoidable. I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to make our official Cassie Lee make that decision. I'm going to finish the point.
I think she had room. Nancy was to the left side of the court. Right side was wide open. I mean, that's a smart shot. Very smart shot.
This is a Grand Slam event. It's a lot of money on the line, a lot of points too.
It is an interesting story about the Grand Slam this year. So last year, we were at this event. It was a tier 1 for us. Our major sponsor, Randy Root with TeamRoot.com. They're a dental laboratory. They manufacture or produce dentures and like teeth replacements, all kinds of stuff. I had an opportunity to tour the factory last year. It was really interesting. I had no idea how all of that worked. They even had some 3D printers where they would take the x-rays or the whatever the dentist sends to them, and they would produce the dentures or whatever it
Wow.
is from their laboratory and ship them all over the world. So interesting. But last year at this event, Randy was here, and he says while the event's going on, he says, he looks at me and he goes, TJ, I want to double this for next year. So we went from a tier 1 double prize money, and now we're at a Grand Slam.
It's been amazing, and we've seen actually how much growth in the number of people watching compared to last year. We'll have a replay. Salas doesn't like it. Probably the right call.
7-6.
Yeah, the number of people asking about, hey, and literally this morning we had people watching as some of these players warmed up and practiced. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how good these players are. What is racquetball? How does it work? You know, lots of just interaction with exposing new people to the sport.
Yes. You know, that's one of the goals of the LPRT is just give these ladies an opportunity to play and showcase them all over the world as much as we can. All right, Salas in the box, serving at 7-6.
It's aggressive from Enriquez. We talked about shot selection. So Salas is up in the front, and she went for the pinch winner. She'll regret that. Probably should have gone down the line and passed it, getting herself into a better position. That's a loose serve from Salas. That time Enriquez took it. Okay, so let's see what Enriquez does next time she serves. I stress this because often players look at, okay, I served this serve and I lost the rally, therefore the serve was bad. No, it was a good serve. It produced a loose return. She just didn't put it away, Enriquez. Let's see if she hits that serve again, because it was a good serve and she had the advantage. So I talked about Enriquez hitting that pinch, and it didn't work. She skipped it, and I said down the line would be a better shot. She did it, got it the advantage, and then took it. So now I mentioned, you know, will she hit the same serve she served last time? No, she won't. She's going to hit the drive serve.
Almost looked like Enriquez held up a little bit on that shot.
I think she did. She was a little bit hesitant maybe what to do.
Yeah, I didn't know where Samantha was. I don't know if that was why, but it just looked like she was a little too careful.
She's talking to herself right in front of us.
Each player, I mean, they all have different game styles, but their demeanor on the court and off the court is just so interesting. Some are very animated, some are very serious and focused. Some yell and like to get themselves pumped up.
Jessica Paria, maybe. Yeah. Whether on or off the court.
Yeah. With herself and with the referee, she's pretty comical.
Well, a little bit of luck for Enriquez. That wasn't a great shot, straight down the middle, high. Salas just couldn't transition herself out of the way. Good first game in this quarterfinal. Salas went short. I thought it was, yeah.
It's from this angle with the ball coming right back at us. It's really hard to tell. Referees to the left of the court. She might have had a better view of that one. That was short.
That was clean and crisp from Enriquez. Came off the lob serve. So again, getting the opportunities off that lob serve. Salas takes her second and final timeout of this first game. Good timeout, TJ.
Yeah, I agree. It's smart. I mean, the players get 2 45-second timeouts, and they have to use them strategically. Sometimes it's to break momentum of the other players. Sometimes it's because they need to stop and refocus. But sometimes in a long match or a long game, 2 45-second timeouts it's not very much.
Well, I think in this respect, it's probably a good one given the score line. It's now a game of 3. Okay, you have to win by 2, but it's now a game of 3, and you sense Enriquez was just starting to get the momentum back. Salas, both of these players, so experienced. They've played each other many times. They know each other's games, and it's just going to come down to 1 or 2 small things, 9 serving 8.
Right, and this is still the first game, and these players have been playing one game here for about 25 minutes now.
Well, as you said, there's so much parity across the division, especially when you get to the top 8. No easy matches in the quarterfinals, that's for sure. Other quarterfinals, you're watching Salas Enriquez, Mendez Vargas, the doubles partners playing against each other. That's always a difficult one, especially for Coach Carlos Cuadri, who is a nervous wreck.
Anyway.
Herrera Racich will be also another quarterfinal in the top half of the draw, and then Longoria Amaya, Mexico, Colombia. Sprinkling of different countries in this quarterfinal. It's good to see.
Yes. Though we've certainly have had a surge of racquetball players, of talented racquetball players from Mexico and South America.
You see the little fist pump from Enriquez. She worked hard, great footwork as she transitioned around that court. If you go on her Instagram page or any of that, you'll see lots of videos of how she trains, and she spends a lot of time on the court working on that footwork.
Nancy Enriquez from Chihuahua, Mexico, in the service box, serving at 9-8 to Samantha Salas of San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Currently she lives in Monterrey, Mexico.
Still 9-8. This is a very different match to the one yesterday for Salas. Salas in the first game, couldn't do too much because Acosta was just playing unbelievably. This one is, okay, we're both talented, we're both playing well. It's going to come down to just 1 or 2 rallies, not there's nothing I can do, you're just rolling everything. You feel this is huge for Enriquez. She has to close this first game out. Another match going on right now is Mendez Vargas. We'll give you an update of that as soon as this first game is over. Enriquez didn't know.
She was fed. That's a great point in a match when you're so focused you don't know what the score is. We'll take a little break. We'll be back live in just a moment. All right, welcome back. We're live at the TeamRoot.com Classic Grand Slam here in Kansas City, Kansas. Final event of the 2018-2019 LPRT season. This is game number 2, or quarterfinal match. Nancy Enriquez won the first game, 11-8 over Samantha Salas. Salas is serving first here in game 2. Skip ball there.
0-0.
Quick update on court number 4. Mendez won the first. Vargas had some game points. Mendez was pulling it back, but I think Vargas just closed it out, so it's one each. Talk about emotion. Both of those players were screaming. It was great racquetball.
Well, they train together. I mean, they're doubles partners.
Yeah,
They
it's
both
horrible.
play for Buenos Aires, Argentina. I mean, they have the same coach. They train together. I mean, they're friends.
Or roommates. I mean,
Roommates,
it's everything.
yeah, that
And
makes
then, hey, you got to go play each other. And
yeah.
also difficult because Vargas is usually the one coming out on top. And so Mendez is trying to force that, to change that. And we saw it yesterday in doubles. She took over that doubles match and won it for Team Argentina. So trying to assert, I want to be Argentina #1, not #2.
So the winner of Mendez and Vargas will play the winner here of this match, and that'll be at 5 p.m. Central Time today.
Almost Enriquez sliding the ball right. Salas was going left. It would have been an ace, a little short. Very high risk.
0-0.
Yeah, an overhead, and she went for the pinch. I mean, a nice cross court to that left side might have been a better choice.
Well, now, because she didn't make it, had she made it, we would have been going, wow, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, do you feel it? If you feel it, go for it. You know, trust your instincts. She's playing well, Enriquez. She's feeling good. She took the first game. That was so important for her psychologically. The pressure is now on Salas. You're the 2 seed. You're supposed to win, and right now you're losing. And with little breaks like that, it gets harder.
1-0.
Another little break as the ball cracks to the right side, but reflect on that footwork from Enriquez. Small steps, shuffling back to take that shot. You know, just spend a few rallies and watch her footwork. It really is very good. Not a good serve, though. Came off the back wall. Shake of the head from Salas. Salas stands on this right side. We talked about the rule that she can't serve down the right side if her racket and body encroach on that line parallel to the sidewall. But because, well, Enriquez thought it was short.
I thought it was a great serve.
I did too, I agree. Because she stands over to that right side, it slightly screens the receiver when she does serve down the right side. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an advantage, and that's why she stands there. And so she's trying to get that hesitation from Enriquez. Is she going left, right? And because of that, it provides a little advantage going to the forehand, which most people don't typically serve to. From this position, Enriquez typically goes left, like that. But every now and again, we'll slide one cross court to the right side.
I mean, it's easy to say after the fact. I felt like she should have hit the ball. She waited on it and got in trouble once the ball got too deep. She had a chance. I don't know why she didn't take that one.
All set up from the drive serve from Salas. So powerful. Unless you've been in the court with Samantha Salas and have played with her, you don't realize how hard she hits. That is a great example of what you just said. Don't wait for the ball to come off the back wall or bounce deep. Take it early. Your opponent's out of position. Salas did that really well.
She did, and you notice she backed all the way up to hit her forehand,
Right.
which is, I mean, obviously her stronger side. Although I'm impressed with how much she's been working on her backhand. Really have noticed a difference. I think you mentioned too, she's not pushing the ball as much on her backhand, and she's starting to actually swing and shoot.
Yeah, we described it last year. Even it was at this tournament, if I remember. You know, she used it as a shield. Forehand is the sword, backhand is the shield. Protect it, go to the ceiling, don't do anything aggressive. She's been a lot more confident hitting that in this tournament. And, you know, this year for sure. And I know her coach, Renteria, has really been working on that side of her game. It's amazing that she is as dominant as she is as the world #2 with a backhand that isn't as good as it could be.
4-3.
4-3, 4-3. Good shot from Salas into the right corner.
4-3.
Back and forth, 4-3. This is all turning into good who serves the best, who returns the best right now. Not very many rallies. 3, 4 shots at the most. Trying to remember the last time I saw a ceiling ball, TJ. It's been a while.
Yeah, I just on return a serve from Samantha when Nancy served to her backhand. She dug it out over there on that left side, but it's all right. It makes it fun to watch. I mean,
Oh, there's definitely tension around this. You can feel it on the court and around us watching. Of just, this is a critical moment, you feel. Salas, if she takes this second game, gives her some confidence and, okay, I'm back to where I should be. It's a smart shot, Enriquez down the line.
4-4.
The shirt of Enriquez peppered with sponsors. That's good to see.
yes, I mean, that's what we wish for all of our
Yeah.
players, really.
What a get.
Great get. Oh, that's smart.
Enriquez. Not even a smile from Salas. Enriquez, great effort to dig that out. Salas didn't really hit it very well, but it was good enough.
She got it, yeah.
4-4.
Salas hits everything so hard. You have to train to prepare yourself to do that. It takes a lot of energy.
5-4.
There's no recovery rallies, so to speak. Everything
Yeah.
is hard, and that takes a lot out of you.
I mean, that's training at high intensity, even off court. As I mentioned, she does do CrossFit, and that is some high intensity strength training exercises. I mean, I know they do a lot of powerlifting and things like that, but they also have to do explosive performance type exercises as well.
Four serving 5. Enriquez going for a short Z maybe. I'd like to see her hit this lob serve a little higher. That's better. Forcing Salas to the ceiling. Great shot. So, good serve.
5-5.
Return was a little loose. We'll see if she remembers that next time it's a second serve. Another good serve. Wow, that was tough from Salas. You know, Enriquez is, you know, talking to herself. Sometimes you got to say, that's too good. That I put her in the back, I put her high, and she just did something that Salas can do with her forehand. Okay, let's see if she can do it again, because I didn't do too much wrong there.
Right.
This is a good match, TJ. It's very quiet in there. It's not the Mendez and Vargas, the drama, but these two are really intense. I say that, and then what does Enriquez do? But turn around and tell us what she's thinking. Loose serve, got punished.
Serving 5, I believe.
Enriquez likes the forehand pinch a lot more than the backhand pinch. She's consistently hitting that right corner. Salas needs to keep an eye on that.
Just a correction of the score there. It's actually 5-5.
6-5.
Now 6-5.
Good serve, says our official Cassie Lee. Timeout, says Samantha Salas. That's a free point for Enriquez. It's 7-5. We'll take a little break. We'll be back. Enriquez staying on the court. Just a little short from Enriquez. Quick update over on court 4. It's 1 game each between Vargas and Mendez. Vargas leading 9-2 in the third. Wow. I thought Enriquez might make an effort after that dive. It was there, and she just it was an all or nothing.
Again, Samantha stepped up. She didn't wait on it. She stepped up, caught the ball on the way up, and hit it exactly where she should have, across court on that right down the line.
There's that forehand pinch again. She likes that corner. Salas took the timeout, got the side out, but struggling to find an effective serve against Enriquez right now. I don't know about that call, TJ. You obviously don't know about that call either.
I don't either. Again,
It's a
our angle
50-50.
is different than the referee, so.
I'm going to go back to the lob serve. It wasn't a great lob serve, but it, again, created the poor return. So Enriquez seems to have figured that out. Okay, I'm going to go for my ace drive serve. If I don't get it, high nick lob. Force Salas to do something she doesn't want to do. Forehand pinch winner. Enriquez is playing really well right now.
That was a well-played point. Serve, good serve, weak return, and then Enriquez put the ball away.
Another good serve.
See, Samantha had to push Nancy out of the way there on that one.
So we're going to have Enriquez isn't going to be happy with this. You were right in front of her, says our official Cassie Lee.
5-10.
I don't know. I think 50% of the referees would have called a replay.
Well, yeah, and my only thought was, and I don't know if it was that most recent rally, but the one before where Samantha really just kind of had to push Nancy out of the way. I mean, she had to set up.
It was in that rally. But Salas didn't raise her hand or anything. I think had she stopped, she would have got it a little earlier.
Well, but you can't do that. You got to keep playing.
True.
You can't stop. I say that to the players all the time. Don't stop.
Well, credit to Enriquez. She didn't let it get to her. She got back in the box. Let's see if she can close this out. What a get. Not that time, Enriquez. Two great efforts. Diving to the left side. Salas staves off another game point.
Both players playing very well. I'm really impressed with Nancy pushing Salas, the current #2 player. I mean, she's really pushing her here today.
Yeah, Enriquez, the
match.
7th seed.
Yes.
This would be a big upset.
Yes.
Salas relies on free points from her serve. When she gets it in and low, it's so effective. Right now, it's just not working for her.
10-5.
Because of that, she finds herself on the back foot when she's serving. Enriquez not going to the ceiling, staying aggressive, and Salas looking for an answer. Enriquez moving around the service box for her drive serve. What a serve. There's game number 2. Well, TJ, 2-0 Enriquez.
You know what? I think, again, Nancy is playing very well this match, but I also know and have seen Samantha fight back many times and come back and win in 5 games. So just a good match so far. I mean, it's exciting to watch. Both players are just such great players. So I'm looking forward to this next game. We'll take a little break here while the players take a rest, and we'll be back live in Kansas City in just a moment. All right, welcome back. Live at the teamroot.com Classic Grand Slam. This is game number 3. Number 7 seed player Nancy Enriquez is up 2 games, 2-0 over Samantha Salas, our current number 2 ranked player on tour. Nancy in the gray shirt, orange skirt, serving now. She earned a point already. 1 serving 0.
Make that 2, sliding that to the right side, catching Salas a little unprepared for it. And the difference, I think, in this match, both of these can rally. Both of them can hit good shots. The difference, I think, is advantage Enriquez on the serving. It's providing her with more opportunities to gain an advantage from the beginning. Salas hasn't found the serve, which is saying, okay, here's the setup, let me finish this. Oh, Enriquez. Yeah, I would have held up too.
Yeah, I mean.
Credit, she kept playing.
Yes.
That's where you say stop playing, call it, right?
Well, again, you can't, just because, just in that situation, the ref made no call, didn't stop play.
No, that's why I'm saying the referee could stop play and just make the call right then without having to have the player stop.
Oh, no, the player shouldn't stop. Like, the referee can stop and say, and just, yes. That's what the referee should do. Yes.
Right. Ace serve, Salas. That's what she needs.
1-3.
Those free points. 1 serving 3.
But you know what? Referees aren't perfect. They're not
Oh,
going to
absolutely
make
not.
every call. You know, the referee's doing a good job overall. I mean,
yeah.
Nobody's perfect. It happens so fast.
You and I both refereed yesterday. I'm sure neither of us were perfect.
You know, sometimes you don't have the best angle and you can't. I mean, you're just not sure. You have to err on the side of good shots sometimes. Players are hitting the ball in front of themselves. Sometimes you can't see it.
That's what I'm going back to with the serve from Salas. It's just inconsistent. She gets the crack ace, and then the next time hits the sidewall, comes back into the middle. Now she's playing defense. It's just, she hasn't found that rhythm of just, I can hit this over and over and over again. It's just not working. Screen serve. Ball passed too close to the body of Enriquez. Another good lob serve. It's close.
2-3.
Enriquez wanted short serve. She doesn't get it. Almost recovers. She's not happy with the call. Call stands, no line judges.
Again, what did you think about that one, Tim?
I thought it was good.
So did I.
Glad we agree, TJ.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes you have to ask for things as a player. You just have to, keep the ref on their toes. Ask questions. Ask for short serve hinders. You have to. You have to be engaged. You don't have to be disrespectful, but you got to ask.
Absolutely.
3-3.
3 serving 3. Plenty of people enjoying this behind us. They know this could be a big upset. Salas. Backhand skip. She's She's not playing her best. She knows it. She just has to keep grinding, believing in her skills. Replay coming. Salas doesn't like the call. I think it's the correct call.
Yeah, unless she's asking for something else.
And our official said after your shot, she had a chance to get the ball. I think that's a fair assessment. You have to trust these are athletes.
Absolutely.
Another good serve. This will come off the back wall. Enriquez diving to the right. She got it.
Yeah, and that was a smart shot. I'm glad she didn't wait on that one again and wait up for it to come off the back wall. So players take a little timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back live here in Kansas in just a moment.
5-3. 5.
All right, we're back in. This is game 3. Nancy Enriquez with the serve. She's leading 5-3, also leads this match 2-0 over Samantha Salas.
Over on court 4, it's 5-5 game 4. Vargas leads 2-1. Salas just looking for a break. She had a conversation with her Mexican teammate Alexandra Herrera during that timeout. She took the timeout, got the side out. Now she needs a run of points just to give her some momentum.
Players playing very close in center court.
Wow, great effort from Enriquez on the floor, wishing that ball to the front wall. Didn't make it, point for Salas.
And their players are going to take a second and wipe up the floor just for safety.
Enriquez played very far forward in that rally.
Yes.
And I was waiting for Salas just to hit a wide angle, and she kept going for the pinch, keeping Enriquez in that rally.
Yes, it's almost like they were in a dance, just circling, trying to fight for a front court position. Seemed like they were playing so close. Like a big follow through. Either one of them could have hit at any time.
Three serving 5. Oh, Enriquez slips, but manages to get the ball to the front wall. Again, that loose serve, TJ, coming off the side wall. It's not been working.
Right.
5-4.
These courts do play a little slow. I don't know if that has something to do with Samantha's struggle today.
That's a great serve. Oh, screen serve. That's unlucky.
Yeah, it's not something we can tell very well from our angle, but
You know, we're over on the right side, so Our official on the left gets a better view. Oh, that's
Wow,
close.
she was close, wasn't she?
Enriquez wants a replay because she ran into Salas.
Yeah, I think she's going to say she tripped over Salas's foot on that shot.
And she's got an argument. I think if there were line judges here, she would have a good case because we've seen her ability to get that ball back.
Right.
And she did look like she didn't get a clean opportunity. Doesn't matter. Call stands. Having some drama, especially in game 3. Salas trying a jam serve. Too high. High lob Z coming up. Ooh, what's the call? The replay. This time, Enriquez not happy, and she has a case. It hit the bottom of Enriquez's shoe. But, oh, no, now it's side out. Now Salas is not happy.
And that's not going to go over well when a ref changes her mind.
Okay, so we had your first call was a replay, and now you're changing your mind. Salas has a case. You know, you made the call. Stick with it. So there's a little conversation going on.
Yeah, I mean, but you cannot change the call.
She shouldn't change a call, but she is the referee.
If it hit the bottom of her shoe or something. How would you know that she's saying true?
So the conversation is between Salas and Cassie Lee, the official, and Salas is saying, how do you know it hit the bottom of her shoe? And Salas is not happy in the fact that the call was reversed. So I'm not. So now the call is reversed again to the original decision.
Yeah, the biggest problem with that is the players start to lose
Focus.
and respect for, faith in the ref.
Right.
Ref a good match.
And so then they might question another call instead of just accepting the ref knows.
Or every call.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, credit to Enriquez, who ended up the loser of that decision. She didn't throw a fit after that decision was once again reversed. She just walked to the back. What does she do? She gets the side out, continue play. Good mental toughness, good strength to just keep her composure, as you said, stay focused. And because of that, she's now won 2 rallies.
6-4.
It would be easy for her to just kind of lose it and then lose a couple rallies.
There's a question out here that is Nancy coached by Dr. Tim Baghurst?
No. Nancy's coached by her husband. Isn't that right?
I don't know if
I
it's
believe
only her husband, if she has another coach or not, but yeah.
From what I know about Nancy, she's coached by her husband. I met him last year, and you know, so far, other than that little mistake, she has really been improving over the last year, especially. And we've talked about at the beginning of this match, how is this her moment? Is she going to beat one of the top 3 to really establish? I'm a semifinalist rather than a quarterfinalist. So far, she's on course.
You should mention, Tim, you are a coach. You do have some pro players that you coach on both the women's and men's tour.
Skip ball, Enriquez.
5-6.
I do. It's not my primary job, but I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy seeing players really who are passionate about working harder and getting better. And Freddie and I talked yesterday about how much the LPRT has improved in the standard of play over the last few years. Really impressive. It's really hard to win now. It's really hard to get to those semifinals. You can't just predict it.
Sometimes it's hard to get out of the round of 32. I mean, the battles are so close, just so much depth in the tour.
Timeout on the court by Enriquez. I like this timeout. She's still in the lead. Just a reminder, we're here in Overland Park, Kansas, teamroot.com Classic. Thanks so much to Randy Root. TJ, he's been playing over on court number 1 this morning with Jessica Parilla, having a great time.
This is an interesting side story. Randy, I mean, who loves racquetball, loves to play racquetball, is a fan of racquetball. He has flown some players into the area just to come and play with him and his buddies here at the club. And this morning, Jessica Parilla, who's currently was knocked out of the tournament last night, came and showed up early and played doubles with him all morning. They have been playing. We came to the club at about 9 o'clock, and they just walked off the court. Have been playing since started before we got here, and have been playing all morning.
Yeah, I actually played him on when did we get here? Thursday evening. You know, he loves racquetball. He loves this club, and it's a great facility. And it's been so fun to see so many people around us being exposed to racquetball for the very first time.
Yeah, and all the kids that walk by here. We had, there were probably about 12-year-olds, a group of young girls, 12, 13 years old, as I was hanging the banners here on Thursday, and they just all stopped, like, what's going on? They were very inquisitive, asked questions. Then they came back on Friday to watch some of the matches.
Yeah, it was neat. Great timeout from Enriquez. 6 serving 6. Screen serve. What I like about Enriquez's serve is how rarely it comes off the back wall. It stays low. Better to have a short serve and get the opportunity of a second serve than have something coming flying off the back wall and put yourself in a defensive position. Too much sidewall. Salas doesn't like it. You can hear it. You can see it. This would be a big upset, a big win for Enriquez if she can close this out. Not a great serve. I'm curious what the intention of that serve was. Wasn't a Z, wasn't a jam. Salas will take it. There's a free point. Salas 4 away from taking this to a 4th game. Another good serve.
8-7.
So crucial to have that serve working. When it does, it just gives you those free points. Playing to 11, it's huge. Okay, it wasn't an ace serve, but it was a good one.
No, I think Samantha's finally finding her groove. She's not catching the sidewall so much, not coming off the back wall. She's really getting those serves in now. She's a good player under pressure. She handles it.
I like the timeout from Enriquez. You've got 2, you might as well use it. Don't wait till it's game point or match point. Use it when you need it. Change the momentum. We'll see if it works.
Take a little break here. We'll be back in just a moment live at the teamroot.com Classic. Salas serving. 9-7. That was a short serve.
What a get. Oh, that's too
Wow.
good, Enriquez.
What a rally.
And look at the emotion on Enriquez. Nothing. Business. That was a really good rally from both players. Great way to finish that. Good timeout. Did it work? Yes, it did. Side out, 7-9. During that rally, one of the things I noticed was the difference in backhand between Enriquez and Salas. Salas, you could feel the hesitation as she attacks it. Enriquez, so much more confident hitting that ball.
7-9.
Look at how Salas is staying over to the right so she can see the ball better. She got it.
8-9.
Point for Enriquez. 8-9. Another good lob serve. Little push from Enriquez, and you're 3 points away from this match, and you wonder whether she's starting to think about that.
Right.
It was a good serve, though. Good lob serve. Ceiling ball was short.
It's a nice line on that short serve. It came up a little short, but very nice line.
Snap of the forehand, cross court.
10-8.
Game point for Salas. Trying to force a fourth game. There it is. Well, we're going to game 4, TJ.
Yeah, no surprise there. This has been a close match, and again, I've seen Samantha battle before, so no surprise there. Good, tough play by Nancy. We'll take a little break here, and we'll be back for game 4 in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. Grand Slam here in Kansas City. Final event of the LPRT season. Game number 4. Samantha Salas just served to Nancy Enriquez, who's up 2-1 over Salas.
0-0.
Side out. Enriquez serves now 0-0.
Quick update on court 4. 2 games apiece between Vargas and Mendez. Mendez was serving 1-4.
You know what? Poor coach Carlos Quadri. I mean, as we said, if you've ever watched Carlos coach players at a, I mean, he's just so stressed out.
He lives every shot.
He's a good coach. He loves to coach. He he can't be still. He pulls his hair. He tugs on his hair. He rubs his hands together. Just wonder if he has any hair left over there. Pulled it all out.
Well, that was a contentious shot we just saw. Skip ball, good shot. I thought it skipped, but Enriquez did too. But again, showing composure, just accepting it. Difference in the backhand. Okay, neither of them hit a great shot, but Enriquez so much more confident as she swings through. Salas so much more likely to push the ball. Enriquez needs to remember how she got those first 2 games. She was 3 points away from the match. Another really good lob serve. That time a good ceiling ball from Salas. Nice.
1-0.
You can see the difference, TJ. Enriquez has a lot of control on that backhand side, seems comfortable. Salas, not so much. Title sponsor Randy Root watches on over to our left. Thanks to his support. That's why we're here at this Grand Slam. Wow, that's a great shot, Salas.
0-1.
She was so patient on that. Just waited.
Salas got a couple of free points at the end of that 3rd game. It gave her the edge. She needs a few in this one too. Just not quite able to pick that up. Oh my, screen serve, I think. I don't know why. It looked good from here. I think a screen serve might have been called. That time, Enriquez not hitting a good backhand. Salas took full advantage. Enriquez, you could see as she walked to the back of the court, frustrated because she got what she wanted. She just didn't execute well.
Salas lining up in that same spot again. The serve comes off the back wall a little bit too much for Salas. Perfect for Nancy. She hit a good shot.
Yeah, she really stepped in and hit that ball. Enriquez has moved around this service box to different locations throughout this match. Consistently hitting to the left side. Throwing in 1 or 2 to the right. But always keeping Salas a little bit guessing because she is standing over to the left, the middle, and then to the right. It's when she stands over to the left that you have to watch that ball down the right side. Of course, here we go. She'll probably serve one to the right. No. Great shot. Smart shot.
3-0.
It wasn't anything special on the serve. It was low. Salas went down the line. Enriquez was waiting for it. 3-shot rally. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Timeout, says Salas. Good timeout, TJ, 4-0.
Yeah, that was a great dig by Enriquez. She got back there to that back left corner and just, I mean, just dug that ball out of the corners.
Well, many of these players will be in action later in the summer at the Pan Am Games, representing their countries. There's a plethora of countries representing the LPRT here and then internationally.
Right. So the Pan Am, the players did just play the Pan Am Championships, which is every year in the spring, 2 weeks leading up to Easter. And then every 4 years, kind of like the Olympics, they host the Pan Am Games, which are in Lima, Peru this year.
Time.
So not just racquetball, but all kinds of sports.
And it was interesting at the Pan Am Championships this year because it determined which teams went and how many players they could take. And so there was a lot at stake for some of these players because you may have made your national team, but they're only taking 2 players, and if you're third, you're not going. So it's a pretty big deal. Back in the action, 3-0.
All right, looks like we have a final from the neighboring court. Natalia Mendez and Maria Jose Vargas. Vargas pulled out that 5th game. So Vargas will play the winner of this match in the semifinals later today at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Well, both players called a short serve, overruling the official who called it good. They both pretty much stopped. That's a good backhand from Salas. Straight down the line.
0-5.
0-5. Puntos, says Samantha Salas up the front. If I can read her Spanish correctly, she needs points. It was a little bit scrappy from both players until the power of Salas puts it down. She gets on the board, 1-5. Enriquez nodding her head, talking to herself in the back, trying to stay positive. Enriquez will say it was screened as an official. I don't think you're going to give that call.
2-5.
Enriquez had that one. Yeah, a grimace from Salas. She knows she got away with one, but she'll take it. 3 points in a row for Salas. 3-5. I like this from Enriquez, taking her time, waiting until she's ready to play. What a get, Salas. Forcing the skip from Enriquez.
4-5.
Suddenly starting to make some mistakes. Thanks to all of you who've watched this match and the tour this year, the tournament this weekend. Smart, Enriquez went for the pinch last time. It didn't work. This time, high percentage straight down the line.
5-4.
5 serving 4. Absolute battle this morning in this women's quarterfinal. 7th seed leading over the 2nd seed. Screen serve. Great recovery from Salas. Enriquez, it was a little too wide, allowing Salas to recover, but she did well on that forehand side. 4-5. Oh, hold up, take the avoidable hinder. Well, she didn't ask for it. I'm a little surprised. At least give the referee the option to, rather than just walking back. Great pass, left side, Salas. Timeout by Enriquez. Good timeout. It's 5 serving 5. Salas needs 6 more points to force a game 5. Enriquez 6 more to take this match. We'll be back in just a second. We're back in 5-5. Joanne Pomodoro telling me not to panic, control the pace. I'm doing my best, Joanne. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all of you who've been sharing this feed. There's the side out. There's the value of that timeout. Enriquez has used it really well in this match. Deep, deep breath from Enriquez. This is where the training comes in, the experience. Both of these players will be tired. Another really good lob serve. Enriquez, she wants that one back.
5-5.
Going for a little too much. Points to the back right corner. Down the line was probably the better option. Great shot that time, Enriquez. Feet set, knew what she wanted, put it away. Plenty of people watching on behind me. Some of the players who are out of the draw came in this morning to watch this match. Maybe picking up some pointers for future. Great reach, Salas. Athleticism, but that's too good from Enriquez. Hit one good shot. Great defense from Salas, but Enriquez hit an even better one. 6-5. Another great get from Salas. And again. And earn the skip from Enriquez. TJ, against other players, sometimes you think, well, that's my point, my point, my point. Salas, she's going to get those back.
Never giving up. Neither player, I mean, both players have such great court coverage today. I mean, they're getting to a lot of unexpected balls. I mean, diving all over the place. Very impressed with Nancy's play here today.
6-6.
Samantha, always a tough competitor. I mean, she's going to keep the pressure on till the match is done. I mean, aggressive, strong player, strong serves.
Oh my goodness, a boast.
6-6.
So difficult to execute. Enriquez did it so well. Both of these players have shown how talented they are. These moments are mental. You're thinking about what's at stake. They need
should be thinking about 1 point at a time.
I
Serve,
completely
return.
agree.
Not always easy to do.
No.
7-6.
Salas frustrated. Enriquez once again just a few points away from this match. She needs to forget that, as you said. Focus on what's going on right now. Executing your shots.
This is a great match. These are incredible players. Please help us out. Share with your friends so they can also see a great match. Spread racquetball around. Let everybody get a taste of it.
Went for it again. That time didn't make it, Enriquez. 7-7. TJ, this is an amazing match, demonstrating the skill and abilities of these LPRT players.
It's a testament to the top. I mean, really, the depth of the LPR Tour. A lot of tough players. A lot of, as I mentioned earlier, there's 6 or 7 players who could earn the number 3 spot. Could be, you know, top 3-4 player. Depth down through our early round matches in the 32s. I mean, we had Carla Munoz and Montse Mejia face off in the very first round, and that's a tough draw.
7-7.
7-7. It's a game to 4 after all this time. Hour and a half so far. Starting to see more emotion from both players in this 4th game. You know what it means to them. Of course, after this match, 1 seed Longoria, 8th seed Amaya. agree with this call, TJ.
Yeah.
Salas a little frustrated, but I think more at herself than the official.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, you have to give your opponent the straight in and cross court shots, and it was pretty obvious that Samantha was in the direct line.
Great shot, Samantha Salas. Enriquez had Salas stuck in the back left corner, elected to go to the ceiling. I think maybe earlier in this match, she would have been a little more aggressive. Things are tight, don't make the mistake. So because of that, she goes to the ceiling. Salas trying to go cross court. She's gone down the line so much.
A little bit of a lucky crack there for Salas on that side wall.
Salas takes the lead, though. This is a momentum shift. Back and forth we've gone throughout this whole fourth game. Enriquez had a 4-1 lead at the beginning, but oh, that was a really smart shot from Enriquez, stepping in, forcing Salas to the left as she hit to the right. A lot of players would just wait for that ball to come back. Here it is. Beautiful.
8-8.
Ocho, ocho. 3 points away again, Enriquez. Another good serve. And a crack on the right side. Timeout, says Salas. And Enriquez 2 points away from this match.
So what do you think, Tim?
I mean, I like the timeout. A couple of really nice shots from Enriquez. And she needs to just remember what she's doing, which is executing my serve, creating an opportunity, and then taking advantage of it. Salas, when that serve comes in, I need to be smart with my return. Don't go for too much. No free points right now. I cannot give my opponent a skip or something careless when it's going to be match point. Make my opponent earn it. So play the percentages, keep her deep, and wait for my opportunity for the shot that I'm most comfortable hitting. Easy to say. It's going to come down, this will come down to return of serve. Enriquez has been serving very well, but she's also found this Nick lob, which has really worked for her. And in fact, she went to that as a first serve. So we'll see if she sticks with this Nick lob. For Salas, it's all about the return of serve. So here we go, right? First serve, it's the Nick lob. She's found it, it's working. But it was, oh my gosh, wow.
That was an incredible get.
Oh my goodness, what effort from Enriquez. You think these ladies don't want it? You saw it right there.
Yeah.
But Nick lob, Salas came off the back wall. She did everything right. It was a smart shot against most players. That point's over.
Yeah,
Enriquez just did something incredible.
Made an amazing get, yes.
Match point. We haven't said that so far. 95 minutes in, we finally got a match point. If Enriquez wins this, she'll look back and remember that point, I feel. Here we go. This one's loose too. Enriquez skips it in the middle of the court.
The ball was right to her.
Tried to push it into the front wall. Wow. And TJ, if Enriquez loses this match, it will be that point that she remembers.
And I've never cut any player out of a match.
No.
I mean, I've seen
Well,
comebacks.
we saw 3 match points saved in the doubles match last night. 14-10 the score was for Enriquez and Parilla, and they lost. My goodness, she skipped it, Salas. On her forehand. We don't say that too often.
Yes.
Match point number 2. Para Enriquez. Can she close it out? She got it. It was a good serve. Oh my goodness.
Saved another
9-10.
rally.
Again, Salas not giving skips away. Forcing Enriquez to win the point. And right now, the racket feels very tight in the hands of Enriquez. 2 match points saved.
Well, I mean, the pressure's on Salas right now. I mean, Nancy's up, Enriquez is up 2 games. I mean, Salas is just fighting. This is a battle.
It was a loose serve from Enriquez. Match point number 3. I agree with you, the pressure is on Salas, but Enriquez may feel the pressure knowing that she didn't close it out in 3. Here it is. Better look. Skip ball.
9-10.
Wow. 9-10. Salas needs a good serve. Her last one was not good at all. That is a good serve. Enriquez went short, but it was good.
Yeah, you know what? Salas mixed up her serves. She had been serving that deep Z serve, and this time she went in and hit a hard, short Z. Smart on Salas.
10, serving 10. Timeout Enriquez. Second and final timeout.
Yes, so LPRT plays best out of 5 games, games to 11, win by 2 points. So we're going 2 more, at least 2 more.
I want to say thank you to Randy Root, our title sponsor for this event. He's right in the middle watching on, a little smile on his face. He's enjoying this action. I know we are, hope you are, wherever you're watching.
And thank you for watching and supporting the LPRT and these most talented ladies. Incredible athletes here on tour.
10-10.
So here we go. It's win by 2. So the match points have been saved. Skip ball, Enriquez. We said that a little too much in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Suddenly, TJ, game point Salas. Wow.
Yeah.
Will we have 5 games? We are. Unbelievable. Wow.
What else did you want? I mean, come on. Who doesn't want a tiebreaker?
They still get.
All right, we will take a little break here live in Kansas City, and we'll be back for Game 5 in just a moment.
Enriquez, 3 points away in number 3. 3 match points in game number 4. Replay. It's a point, says Enriquez. I think she has a point either way. She has a case, and she should get a point here. She's not going to get one. So Enriquez asking for line judges. I like this, right? Let's just make sure. It's game 5. There's a lot going on. We've had some drama. Enriquez was 3 points away in game number 3 from closing it out. Then she had 3 match points in game number 4. Couldn't close it out. Salas finds herself in a 5th game, having won the last 2. What a match.
Tell her to stand. Thank you.
So line judges in place, Jessica Parilla and Aaron Rivera. Line judging this 5th and final game of this match. Physical test for these players, TJ.
Yeah, I mean, five games is tough. This is the quarters, so they, I mean, both players played singles and doubles last night. Yeah, it's tough. Plus, to play at this intensity for this long. I mean, I know they train for it, but
You can train for it, but it's just not quite the same as when you're in the court.
it's not when it comes down to match time, tournament time. The difference between points and money, prize money, it all adds to the pressure of the match.
Two pinches in a row for Enriquez. Takes the lead. This is going to take a lot for Enriquez to close out this 5th game. She's got to forget what happened in games 3 and 4. TJ, I mentioned at the end of game 4, you asked me, you know, what when Enriquez took the timeout, what does Salas do? No free points, right? Put it on the racket of Enriquez. You've got to beat me, and that's exactly what she did. She didn't skip anything. She didn't hit anything too wild. Forced Enriquez to win that match, and Enriquez had opportunities, just couldn't do it.
1-1.
Another pinch on that forehand side for Enriquez. It's a good serve. Enriquez just missed it.
1-1.
We talked about how different it is just being in a tournament environment from a, you know, do you train for this length of time at this intensity? But also mentally, it's hard to mentally practice what this environment feels like.
Right. But I will tell you that players who have more experience playing on tour have an edge for that. I mean, the more times you play at this level against players at this level, the better your game will be.
It's important for juniors, whether, I mean, we have an open division here, just to participate in some of these tournaments, just to get that match experience so that when they do transition to the Pro Tour, it's not a, oh my gosh, this is completely different, but I've been in some of these. I kind of know what to expect. I don't like what Nancy did there. She doesn't like it either. The ball came right through the middle, bounced at about between the short serve and encroachment line. Enriquez backpedaled all the way to the back wall to take her shot. She could have stepped in and finished that point. It's probably why you heard her screaming in frustration. Ace serve, Salas. Suddenly it's 4-1.
4-1.
Wow, what a comeback this would be for Salas. She's done it before. snap of the wrist from Enriquez.
1-4.
Salas hit it right back at her. Enriquez didn't even have to think. She just swung a racket. I'd like to see Enriquez switch to, oh, she is. The serve on the left side. This allows her to slide one into the right side. Little short. Well, so a replay coming up. We'll have an appeal. I agree with Salas.
I'm having my shot, and she's stopping me with the foot. That's what I'm asking the avoidable, because I cannot move. And I have
So Salas asking for the avoidable hinder, just explaining why. Replay was called. 2 line judges agree. I'm not so sure. I think, you know, the classification, the term is blocking. You were blocking your opponent from taking that shot. My opinion, they have theirs, and I'm sure you watching have yours.
So what's your call?
My call would have been an avoidable hinder.
Okay. I didn't see it. I just got back trying to start an open match.
I'm in the minority, TJ.
Okay, I didn't see it, so I don't have a comment.
I think what would have happened, I would have called the avoidable hinder, and we'd have had Enriquez appeal that decision.
Ah.
It's always one of those ones where it could go either way. Timeout from Enriquez. She's down 5-1. I think it's necessary. She just seems to have lost the momentum.
Yeah, Samantha knows that. She's probably gonna stay on the court. She's really fought back. She's very focused.
So why the change? What's happened to cause Salas the opportunities? Well, some unforced errors from Enriquez, not playing as crisp and as clean. Is it mental? Is it physical? Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think Samantha's also gotten some more serves in. Her drive serves are working a little
And
better.
she's gone to the Z, and that has changed the dynamics a little bit. She was just going straight down the right side. They were a bit loose. Now the Z has caused a little bit of uncertainty for Enriquez. She's mixing those in, getting a little bit, the returns are not as crisp as they were.
And Samantha's been here many times. I mean, she's made it to many finals. She knows the pressure. She's experienced it. She's staying focused, and she's keeping the pressure on Nancy.
As a reminder, we have another quarterfinal coming up after this, and then we'll probably transition immediately into the doubles.
Doubles is later.
Oh,
this
excuse
evening.
me, semis.
Yeah, so semis will start at 5 p.m. Central Time, and then so we have 2 semis, 5 and 6, and then doubles will be right after that.
Enriquez needs to stay positive. Skip ball. One agrees, one disagrees. 7-1. It's been all Salas in this 5th game. This Z serve has just changed the dynamics of this match. Another timeout from Enriquez. Again, I like it. You've got it, use it. Things aren't working right now. What's important? How do you return the C serve? Because right now Enriquez hitting the ball back to Salas on the return. Maybe pop the ball to the ceiling, to the back left. Force Salas to shoot from a position she likes the least. Salas comfortable now, not as dramatic, not as frustrated, not as animated. She's found some rhythm, found something that's working. She's happy with it. Why would you come off the court?
Yes. Keep the focus. Don't take that breath. Don't exhale. Just keep going.
So let's see if Enriquez goes to the ceiling. That would be my kind of suggestion. Get into the rally. It's a short Z. Skip ball, Salas. Enriquez very close to her opponent. I wonder if that just put off Salas a little bit. Wow, tough. Ceiling ball wasn't bad, but Salas bent low on the left side, took it on her forehand, side out. 8-1. Longoria Amaya coming up after this match. Skip ball, Enriquez.
9-1.
It's been creeping into her game. TJ, you've been on the court 2 hours. You have to think that some of this is physical, not bending so low, being a little bit slow. I like that one, a little lucky Enriquez got her frame on it. And so you think, well, maybe I'm just not executing as well because I'm just not fresh. I've been on the court 2 hours playing this hard.
Yeah, I think no question. I would say on the other side of that, I don't feel like Samantha has really dropped a step. She hasn't slowed down. She seems to be keeping that intensity up, with every shot.
Salas, though, has been in these environments a lot more, I would say, over the last
I
couple
just
years.
said that, yeah.
So she's, okay, I can grind through this. I've won a 5-setter before. I've been down 2-0 before. It's loose from Salas. Good shot. Enriquez.
3-9.
3 serving 9, 1 point at a time. A comeback like this would be historic.
So Samantha had her hand up there
Twice.
earlier.
Yeah.
Was that just for?
She was asking for the screen serve, and then when they were in the middle, their brackets hit each other. So I think both players happy with a replay. Skip ball. Timeout, Salas. So 4 serving 9. Some rhythm coming back to Enriquez. Let's see if it works for Salas. We're here in Overland Park, Kansas. This is a Grand Slam. It's the final tournament of the season. Pan Am Games coming up at the beginning of August, end of July for many of these players. Happens once every 4 years, this time in Peru. And then the LPRT begins once again. Lots of tournaments on the schedule. Lots of positive changes for the LPRT in the offseason, too, I've been told about.
Time.
I'll let TJ and others share what's happening with the LPRT, but it's exciting. It's great to be here. Great to see another Grand Slam on the calendar. I want to thank TeamRoot.com and Randy Root for supporting this tournament. Here we go, 4-9. That's tough. That's a great shot from Enriquez.
5-9.
She needs confident shots like that to get her going.
Yes, and she's just inching her way back into game 5 now. 5 serving 9.
3 points in a row for Enriquez. That's a great return from Salas straight down the line. I think we'll have an appeal for the short serve.
I call the serve good and answer on the pill.
So one disagrees, one agrees. Call stands. The opposite from last time on who agreed and who disagreed.
9-5.
So we were not expecting this an hour ago. We
Right.
weren't expecting it 30 minutes ago, but here we are, match point Salas. She lost the first 11-8, the second 11-5, but now finds herself at match point 10-5 in the fifth. Smart, tough from Enriquez, keeping her composure. One match point saved. A reminder, if you're just joining us, Salas saved 3 match points in game 4. Lots of people around us enjoying this match, some who've never seen racquetball before. There's lots of questions about the sport. It's been great showcasing the best in the world here in Overland Park. Salas using her 10 seconds both on first and second serve. It's another good nick lob from Enriquez. Went for the splat. Last time she got it, she didn't this time. Salas had the opportunity. Skip ball.
So opportunity at match point there, huh? That match point.
Enriquez was serving.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just walked back over. Starting a women's open match.
So Enriquez switching over all the way to the left side, or right side. It was just short. Suddenly it's really slowed down. The pace of this match has become very deliberate. Forehand for Salas. Ball comes off the back wall, but
10-6.
maybe 90 minutes ago, Enriquez gets that back. Not this time. Match point number 2. Very short. High lob Z. Salas
What a
wins it.
match. Yeah, what a fight. Well fought match by Samantha Salas coming back after being down those 2 games.
It was
Well
a
done, yeah.
It was a great, great match, and you have to feel for Nancy Enriquez. She had 3 match points in Game 4. She was close in Game 3, but credit the mental fortitude of Samantha Salas, who just, we talked about kind of winning ugly. You're not playing your best, but you find a way to win, and that's exactly what she did in this match.
Yes, well played. And yeah, so Samantha Salas moves on to the semifinals. She will play Maria Vargas at 5 p.m. at 2 days. That's Central Time. Next up on this court, we've got #1 ranked player Paola Longoria versus number 8 seed Christina Amaya. Thank you for joining us here at our Grand Slam in Kansas City, the TeamRoot.com Classic. So we'll be back live again in about 10 minutes.